This entire journey, first of all, I'd like to put my hands together and thank every one of you that has made this journey truly possible. I'm indebted to all of you. You have made this entire journey possible. You have made this company possible. You have made me possible. So, from the bottom of my heart, from my heart to yours, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me say this. All of you have the potential to be leaders. The reason that you are in that room where you are right now, or you are in that space, be it a bus stop or a taxi stand, holding your mobile phone, or walking in a park somewhere, immaterial where you are there because you are meant to be there. Even today, us talking to each other is not an accident. It is again the beginning of a whole new path for you, and for us, the continuation of our path. Hence, we both have a purpose in meeting like this. In you lies the potential for leadership. And unlike what you might think, because it's so easy to see the world and look at the leaders of the world who have used power to get there. Let me tell you, power is an addiction. It is like taking any kind of a drug. Power corrupts you. Power, when it is absolute, then corrupts you absolutely. So, the best way to wield power is like us having to deal with electricity. You must always insulate yourself. When you touch electricity in its raw form, you die. You get a shock. It paralyzes you, and it can totally decimate you. It can kill. But you need electricity. You need to be able to manage it. You need to be able to use it. It is a utility. Hence, power or money is a utility. So how do we handle this without getting burned? And that is the true secret to success. See, being successful right away is probably the worst curse in your life. I have seen so many people come into this business, come into this industry, and become instantly successful. And that is, in fact, not a blessing. Because they don't know how they got there. They did not pay a price to get there. It basically landed on them. And they actually believed then, at that point, that they were lucky. The reality is, they were not. Because when it lands into your lap, success, in the form of money or power, and you are unable to control it, then it controls you. And you become its slave. So the way to insulate yourself is one, service. When you think of the fact that you are serving someone, not that they are serving you, but you are serving them, then you will always take the higher path. Next is love. And love is a very, very powerful thing. But not the kind of love that you're thinking about. Love means, first of all, loving what you do. When you love what you do, you never have to work a single day in your life. When you love what you do, you wake up every morning with gratitude. When you love what you do, everything around you, you do with joy. And when you love what you do, you do not know the meaning of the word work. The trouble is, when you think that you are going to work every day, when you're going to work every day, that becomes a prison sentence. And every day becomes agony. But the instant it becomes love, you love what you do, you love who you are, you love the people around you, then the whole thing transforms into joy. That is the love that you need to have. Something that's always misunderstood is, I love my people, I serve them, I do everything for them, but how come they don't love me back? This is one of the questions I get asked every other week on. They don't love me back. And I feel disappointed. So let me take a few minutes to talk about this. Loving you back is not an option. It's not necessary. It's a redundant exercise. You see, when you love something, and I can show you one after another of people going out there to do things that they love, like climbing a mountain or surfing. Now, climbing a mountain is dangerous. Surfing, to me, is madness. There are a lot of people out there who love it, and more power to them, because this is not a comment about the surfers and the surf riders of the world, because my brother Japa happens to be one of them. So I am not making a comment about surfing. But riding a 10-foot wave is not a joking matter. Riding a 10-foot wave means that if you make a mistake, the wave basically picks you up and crushes you. It breaks you against the rocks. Yet, every time there is a 10-foot wave, you see people going out there to risk their lives in different parts of the world. In Hawaii, in Peru, in Australia, even here in Malaysia. They go out when the weather is so wild, it's not funny. But that is what drives them. That's what they love to do. So the question is, yes, they love to serve, which means they love the sea. Loving the sea is a wonderful thing, but to expect the sea to love you back, that is stupid. Loving the sea is a wonderful thing. Loving the mountain that you climb is a wonderful thing. But expecting the mountain to love you back is never going to happen. The mountain is a mountain. It is not going to love you back. But you can risk your life to climb it. What do you actually love? You love what you do. And you are not waiting in